Hello everybody! I'm happy to be here with you again today for the first semifinal of the first Factorio Speed Go Championship that will be played will start in few moments, and it will be an epic match between Stanislaw Frejlak and Lukas Podpera from Czech Republic. I hope many of you tunes in for this match. I expect it to be quite spectacular. I think last stream there was Michael Chen, not Michael Zaonian, sorry, who said that Stanislav was his favorite player, and I agree that his style is like captivating to watch. And I think that if somebody prepared like tricks, it could be him. So I'm really curious also about his like Fuseki and so on. And Lukas, on the other hand, I spoke with him and he told me he will just play his game, try to remain calm and try to resist Stanislav's chaos that will occur without a doubt. So let me just prepare your chat here so I can see it. Hello, Captain Masu. If you wouldn't be hearing me fine, there are like some issues with voice or something, please let me know. Yeah, I will pop up the chat. Tak. I always forget the hotkey. Oh, alright. And I think before we... like the players should start in 3 minutes, I thought we could check like their stats. So Stanislav has like 91.67% in the last 6 months. But even like, 5 months is quite... he's super strong player. As you can see, his rating is 2750. So it corresponds like to 3p, but he's actually 2p. So, super strong player. By the way, he's playing from China, and so it's 1 a.m. there, and he told me, I hope it's not a secret and that I can share it, that he found a job there. So he's actually working there and he will play a big Go tournament very soon, so he's still being active at the Go scene, but at the same time, therefore working not just for Go. So I thought we could check their games. Who do you think has like more victories between these two? Oh, it's very close. So Lukan is leading 21-16. So I thought maybe Lukan could have been like a slight favorite, and we can check. If we check opponent by date, I think this way we can see who was winning like lately. Yeah, so this is their match score. And last game was won with Lukan, but then twice Stash, 3 times. Here Lukan had some bad period. Here Stash had some good periods. So overall it looks like very, very even match. And yeah, we can check Lukan also. We checked him last week, but he's of course super strong player. Rating like a bit lower than Stash, but win rate same actually for the 5 tournaments. And yeah, I think it's gonna be quite epic. So alright, I see Milena is already taking care of everything. We can go slowly into the streaming setup. And I will check, they should start any minute. I see they even already started the game. Alright, prepared it and paused it for me, so that's quite nice of them. And yeah,
game resumed.
It is on. Let me check if everything is working. I see the AI score. Changed position. Okay, so I will have to, because I was watching it earlier. So we will have to find it. There it is. And make it smaller. And these guys, they are quite fast, and Lukan is black, so at least that we have set up correctly. And yeah, we are on. All right, so hello, let's go. I think soon Milena will start some predictions, and let's enjoy the game. So of course, it's super key. It's super key to save time, and I think some players who were not that experienced with its format played a bit slow in Fuseki, but I don't think that's going to happen here at all. As I said last week, Lukan recently made a video about how to have like time under control, even though it was for tournament games. And Stash, I think, is very practically thinking, and he knows he needs to keep the time for the fights. So, yeah. So far, very calm Fuseki. I was hoping some kind of trick play out of Stash, but, well, it didn't happen. This move feels very natural, right? If black has a wall here, this way you not only destroy the framework, but kind of split these two black groups, and so now it can be a bit... I mean, for me, it's always tricky how...
Game resumed.
Game resumed? Okay, strange, like notification. Maybe some lag. It's always difficult to answer these kind of things because these kind of exchanges feel minus. But if you Tenuki and you allow white to block here, it can be big. But yeah, Lukan decided to play Tenuki. That seems quite reasonable. Yeah, this double Hane is fine. And now this clamp. Wow, I did not expect that. But why not? And Stash resists. I mean, I'm not even sure if it was necessary. I feel like capturing this one stone, like, I mean, it solves black's group, but it doesn't feel so big to me. I mean, I wouldn't mind even connecting like this and just allowing this under connection. But of course, this would be a dream exchange, but it will never happen, right? Black will for sure cut. And to this one, probably he has no Kotrets, so he will just connect. And I think that makes sense. And yeah, this is the game. And what white... Okay, white is pushing from behind, and usually we don't really like that, right? But in this case, he also managed to disconnect the two groups, so that's his like advantage. And now an attack on this group should come. Of course, we can see like this Atari that could work to cut it off, but it would immediately allow some shenanigans in the corner like this Ko. Or even if you like squeeze it and play here, probably black wouldn't have any problems in surviving. So yeah, but Lukan didn't answer this push, which makes sense, and just solved the group. So I think in this case, I can imagine like this being a slightly better move and fighting on, but you would need to spend time and prepare your defenses. Like this, Lukan just plays the practical move, will slightly suffer here. Like, of course, this Hane somehow naturally destroys this bottom side. But on the other hand, black also gets to the left side, right? So it's not a big deal. So how are the votes? Who is the favorite according to the players? Can I check it? I see there are 4,000 points on Lukan and 1,000 on Stash. But you know what? I think, like Lukan told me, he always has trouble in the first game. Even though it's the slowest, it takes him time to like get into the mood and into the game. So, at least that's what he said last week. Alright. I mean, this invasion... Is it going to be some kind of exchange? So black will play here, and now can white like connect? Then maybe he doesn't have to. Maybe he could really go for some kind of trade between this and this. Yeah, and Stash is apparently banking so much time. Yeah, 7 minutes 30 seconds. That is something. Otherwise, I mean, Lukan is thinking, but about what can he be thinking here? Is he considering blocking? It feels like... like if he blocks and then he connects. So... if this... That's what he was calculating, yeah. But white will cut, and what is the plan now? Like descent? Oof. And what was the problem here? Like probably something like this. Lukan evaluated like it's too bad. So actually this invasion, which at the start I kind of underestimated a little bit, it didn't feel so strong. It turns out like great. Yeah, and AI is saying that it's minus 10 for black so far. But if you check the AI board, white has to find this Kosumi, which is 100% not the move I would be thinking about. So if this is like the key to success, then I understand why black chose this variation. And so if this happens, then what? Like what is the plan for black here? Isn't black winning this semi? Yeah, or yeah, so or even immediately, yeah, similar. Like if black plays here, white can wedge. We can't play this one, right? So it's captured. So you can't play this one. So you can like try to take the liberty in some way. And then like squeeze, but this looks this looks painful and it's not even connected. I think Lukan may have misread here. And he's going for it. But if here extend and I take... Let me see in the AI board if white just plays like this. Yeah, oh yeah, right. So just sacrifice. Actually, this variation, I'm glad we checked it. It just makes sense, right? To actually extend. Extend. And then you have this one. Yeah, like you capture the 2 stones, so it solves your group, but for a local loss. What is this descent? I think like this is being like this one, it prevents the underconnection, but I don't think that was really what black was aiming for. And now white has to add a move. And what about this one? Like you cannot resist it, right? Because of this. So later there is even some kind of squeeze and potentially like an eye. So actually if black plays like this, he survives in center most likely. Right? It's a bit tricky because if you start from here, is it an eye? It's not an eye, or is it an eye? It's an eye. Okay, so it's no problem there. So you can even start from 3. Ah, yeah, I'm calling him Lukan because it's his nickname that is, I think, more often used than his name. Like in real life. Even in real life, people call him Lukan. And it's the same for Stanislav. I think his nickname is like Stash. So I think I'll be using that quite often also. So Black indeed lived in center. And got to this invasion. So now it feels like the last big point is around here. And white is going to be the one to get there, I would assume. But still, a move around this area is quite big for black, because not only it builds a lot of points, and also here it can be blocked later. Oh, they are a bit farther. Ah, yeah, white already jumped and pincered. Okay, so he prioritized this left side over a move here, which I think makes sense, because this move I was gonna say was also attacking the white position, so... Whereas this is just like points. And this is points and strength. Lukan crawling. Black pushes and white pushes and black should play this wedge. I don't think we will see that. Or is he thinking about it? So what does it actually do, this wedge? It's like if you block, I cut, and then I can just live with a lot of points. And okay, this is probably nonsense, right? And if you play from here, then there is this problem that is quite annoying because white is dying all. So it looks like quite a good key point, but not so easy to find. Yeah, and Lukan prefers to play Tenuki. And also, in the interview from last week, Lukan said he never sees these wedges, that it is his blind spot. So I don't think we will see it. I don't know exactly what he's doing. Before starting the game, Stash told me he's working there. And that he'll be staying for some time. Also, I'm quite happy the stream is working, that there is no problem. But I have a problem with my personal hardware, like my voice. I was a bit sick, so I hope my vocal cords will survive this onslaught. Yeah, but somehow, since black didn't manage to find this wedge, it feels that he's getting under more and more pressure. So I would feel a bit uncomfortable. Of course, this is annoying. I don't know, those of you who were in this situation, where you have this kick and black jumps here, it's a bit painful. I guess you play like this. But no, you cannot, right? Because it's cut. So how do you... you play like this, right? But then there is... yeah, this shape is annoying. Let's leave it to the professional to show us how to solve. Yeah. Well, Lukan pushed here. So it means he was afraid of this vital point. The problem is that you can like cut, but this is also dying, right? I mean, for instance, there is some kind of agi like this, right? You can take the ice in the corner. Maybe there is even a better way. But since this block just kills, black has no time to do. So he has to run. Lukan has 2 minutes and Stash has 5:45. Oi, 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 oi. Okay, I guess in this way black can make an eye here. But then the hope of the attack was kind of lost. And like if we go... it's not a disaster, a tactical triangle. It's not a disaster if it's alive, and I think there is an eye here, right? Yeah, with this block for sure. So... yeah, but still, if we look at the position at this point, even though it's white's turn, I think you would expect a better result than just making an eye in Gote here. And yeah, white got here, but since black is so strong there, he doesn't want to pincer, he'd be over-concentrated, so just blocking makes sense. And now, yeah, if white jumps, black will very naturally get here. So it's a question... oh, yeah, this attachment is fighting for center. I think it's Stash plan if something like this happens. Maybe now, because this is the last big point on the board, right? So... Lukan doesn't want to make him stronger, so he's just... extending. And for some reason AI wants to play on the upper right to force this. Is there some problem? Because like this is not 100% center. Right? Because if I kill and then I would like to somehow disconnect here and cut, actually it's underconnected. So I think this is not always center. So maybe something related to that? Not sure. But black got this move, and I think he's happy about it. On the other hand, since he wasn't successful here and here, he's behind by a bit more than 10 points. The situation is stable. Stash has 5 minutes, which is the same he had at the start, right? So, not really sweating under time pressure. Really, I thought even with 018 only. Oh, thank you. So you are saying... you are saying if I play here... But if I just take, and then to this I play Tenuki, still... there's still some little problems, I think. Okay, but black played here, descent, push. Somehow slowly massaging this shape. This must feel good for black, I think. Of course, white is in no trouble to live, but there could have been some territory, theoretically, right? So what was the... this one? This was too big? Maybe, right? This... there's still Aji now. Like some kind of squeezes here. Yeah, maybe it was bigger. So now black is ahead only... white is ahead only by 5 points. And... yeah, it seems that this push didn't accomplish much, right? Like you are playing Tenuki, hoping to kind of maybe squeeze black and get some territory, but since this was all center, even with this exchange, white eventually came back, so black can just make it smaller. Yeah. So much time. I think it's good idea to play fast in this format, but if at the end of the game you have 5 minutes left, it's not like good either. So there should be a time where Stash should use it. Wow, Stash found the blue move. So yeah, if you would connect, white would probably go down, I assume. So you have to play here, then this is center, and you kind of block a little bit of the zone in center. There is still this cut, right? So oh, he connected. Is this? Like in theory, black didn't have to answer here, I think, but it's quite big. And now it's gonna get interesting. Like, what is the plan if you just connect? Whoa, he played counter Atari? Because he felt like this is too big, but... So, if you would connect, white would play here? Is the idea? But then is it a good exchange? Or he would block and then to this just allow? Well, I'm not sure what was the plan there for white. Okay, and Lukan lives as we predicted, kind of. I think it's a little worse because I thought black would get this Hane. But he just got into the zone and it's still like white is leading by Komi, so it's even on the board. Let me check just real fast in the AI board. What was the plan here? So if I connect... Yeah, just this one, and then it doesn't accomplish too much, right? And if you would cut... Yeah, then how even? Or play this? Yeah, then it's losing points. So not sure why black didn't connect there. So the last moves were this Hane, push, push, hanging connection. So AI thinks this wedge is pretty huge. So Gonzalet is... Oh, also I'm pronouncing it wrong, right? It's not Gonzalet. How should I pronounce it? Is it like English or French pronunciation? Well, anyway, you are saying sometimes you miss simple stuff because you are too strong and anticipate super traps. Yes. I guess it's possible. I'm also not sure what the time situation for Lukan was at that point. But alright, so Stash is finally spending his time, I guess, calculating the endgame. And like being ahead by 9 points and 3 minutes, it's very... He will count, he will see he's ahead. And I think it's very hard to imagine for him losing this game. Yeah, but this move I understand, it's huge. Because all of this here, it becomes so small compared to if black captures. So even though it's like gote, but it's hard to estimate, right? If you would play like quickly, is this one bigger or M2? I think for sure if I have like 10 seconds to play, I would play this one. And yeah. Also, Stanislav told me that since he's playing from China and it's like 1 a.m. there, he tried to adjust his sleeping schedule for this game. So he actually woke up like noon. So he still has plenty of energy. So I like it when people take the tournament so seriously. For some reason I make it Italian. Gonza latte sounds like my cup of coffee in the morning. Yeah. And in French it would be like Gonzalat. What does it even mean actually, the nickname? Alright, so Stash thought for a while and indeed played the best move. Then Lukan tries to counter-attack. But AI... so there was a hidden reason to the M2. Q2 does something? Okay, so if you like connect, this is a problem. So you play here, but then I guess even just like this, you will not be able to connect the stones, etc. It's such a good move. So black should block, but I don't think... But it feels like shape. I think like if it's a slow game, Stanislav sees this 100%, Lukan 99.9, because I think Stash is looking for this kind of stuff very often. But... Slowly reducing. Stash chilling, spending his time. I think if you look at his eyes, it looks like he's like looking at the bottom half of the board, no? Maybe. Not sure. Yes, he was, but not that area. Okay, so the nickname is totally meaningless. Okay, so let's just check. Yeah, so... wait a minute. Yeah, this looks... I think this looks very hard for black, even if white doesn't find Q2. And I must say, I expected Stanislav to try some crazy fighting, but he just played calmly, slightly won 2 fights, and then solved the game properly. A very impressive start. And we can see that Lukan is not making happy faces, but at the same time he knows it's the first game. He usually loses it, so I don't think he will be too shaken up. Black if... Whoa! Beautiful. And Lukan... Did he react to the move? Did anybody see? And yeah, this is... Like, it's not like black will die, but it's a painful endgame in center for white. And actually, we didn't check the tournament standing, right? But the second semifinal, if I recall correctly, is between Mateusz and Andrii. So the two Polish professionals made it. And they are both looking very, very good. Oh, and black should... White can even throw in. Of course. This way, black loses an extra liberty, right? That's much better than just playing this Atari. And this one, for sure, is not too difficult to find. Yeah, and Lukan is like... expression. He's looking elsewhere. Yeah, I think he knows it's over. He was complaining at the start of the game that he's like streaming with a mobile camera, and that the Czech Football League just started today, and he's in some like football group where they do this like virtual league, you know, where you have the players and how is it called? Yeah, anyway, he was complaining that the chat was popping up on his telephone and he didn't know how to stop the notifications. Fantasy football, thank you, Franto. So maybe he's reading the chat now and waiting. So he sacrifices these stones. Did he have to? Yeah, according to AI, it looks like with the throw-in... Yeah, and the eye here, it was no chance, so... The throw-in really made the difference. Yeah, it's true that he could like silence the chat, right? Also, I think like now, okay, so there's football. I don't know what is SGC, but I think LEC, the League of Legends, right, are the European region is playing right now. And I think many, especially French players, Speed Go Championship. Okay, okay, my bad. Yeah. So I think some of Go viewers are also watching LEC now. Also, next semifinal will be streamed by Ben0, so I expect more French people to turn up maybe for cheering. And then the place for the third and fourth, like the small final, will be played, and that will be casted by Valerii. So there will be a new face. And then, during the small final, there will be some kind of voting where you guys will be able to pick the streamer from those who are available and want to stream, of course. So you will be able to pick who you want to comment the final. But Lukan is improving his technical skills, because last year when we had this experimental tournament in this format, his mobile phone camera was always like 90 degrees tilted, you know, like yeah. And the same happened today, but he managed to fix it this time. So yeah, I'm not talking too much about the game because 15 points looks like too much. And you can see how Stash is focused. He knows he's ahead, especially after this. But he really managed to spend all of the time that he accumulated to lead it to a very comfortable victory. And do you guys know if Stanislav like plays many blitz games, because I don't recall him playing too much on KGS with Ben Zero, Palko and people like that. Yeah, Cesare says he doesn't, right? Because last week Artem looked quite dominant against Lukan in the first 2 games, but then the time pressure showed up and Lukan played very good under time pressure. So we will see how the match goes on. I have prepared something special if there is a game 5, like special board. So I would like that to happen, but yeah, we will see. So you are saying, but in the rapid games with Japan, Stash had played very, very good. I actually didn't have time to watch those, so I'm not quite sure about the time settings. I think Tanguy won his game, right? He had won by time. Oh, nice. Stash, that is. So I'm trying to drink as much tea with honey so that my voice remains. But I think that will also be quite a close call. So if we try to look for hopes for white, there isn't any really, right? Like no chance to make a blunder for white in this position, I don't think. Tanguy didn't play those games, alright. Yeah, only hope would be this group dying, perhaps, but that's quite far. Also, if after this stream you wouldn't have enough of Go, then our Czech player Jan Shimara and Ukrainian Andrii Kravets are playing the PandaNet League game tonight, starting at 8 p.m. So, you can follow that while you eat after this stream finishes. Okay, there is a question in chat. How likely is a blunder at the game of this quality? I would expect almost no blunder. Okay, so if you think about blunders like obvious, like 2 to 3 move combination that you miss, I think with this time setting it's also quite unlikely. Because they have like, how much? 7 seconds? Increment, so almost always they have at least 10 seconds basically if they need it. I think in that format a blunder like this is not likely. I think starting from game 3, or they even have 8 seconds per move, right? So starting from game 3 it can happen, and from 4 to 5 I think it happens. Like it's not so rare for people to blunder in this format later on. But you can blunder even in tournament game, like Fujisawa Shuko was very famous for his pokas, and he had plenty of time. But I think those two guys, they are not very likely to blunder. I think also like Fujisawa was living a wild life, and I think that can help to stimulate the blunders. But I think Stash in China and Lukan is very serious, so they are not really that type of guy. Yeah, the Grand Prix. There were a lot of blunders, right? I think actually the winner, Damen Vo, he should have lost in the group stage, no? And in almost dame, the opponent missed Yeah, so it can happen even with long time, but it's unlikely. Let's live life stimulating the blunders. Yeah, that's why my voice sounds like this. I actually play football or I try to play football almost every Friday, and then we go to a pub to discuss how well we played. And a lot of my high school friends were there this Friday, so we stayed quite long, and since then my voice sounds like this. But it's a good life to live, that's for sure. Alright, it's still like White is ahead by 15. I think Lukan will not resign, he will play till the end. I guess also get into the mood. He would have had to play the tiebreakers, I see, most likely, and beat Stjepan, which is like probably 50-50 these days. Talking about the Damen Wu game. And by the way, Nongshim Cup is starting soon, right? The third phase. Are you guys following Nongshim Cup? It's this professional tournament between China, Korea, Japan, where each team has 5 players. There is only one match played, and if you lose, you are eliminated. And now, entering the last stage, Japan, China, and Korea all have like 2 players left. So it's very close. Japan didn't win this for so long, but now there is Iyama Yuta, my favorite pro, with Guli at the same side, at the side. So I think Japan has a chance to win the tournament after a long time, because the second Japanese player is Ichiriki, who proved that he's also like world top level nowadays. Wait, Iyama lost? Wait, they played it today? No. No. Somebody's laughing, going to pub for discussing how we played football. Yeah, we call it in Czech tiskovka, like news, like press conference. Like after the match, we are going to the press conference. We do it also, or we used to do it also after Go tournaments. But usually they finish on Sunday, and then now when we were students, it was okay to have the press conference after. But now that most of us work, only short conferences. Okay, Baduk TV is streaming some international tournament. I actually wanted to let Baduk TV know about this event that we are doing, if they wouldn't like to try it also for professional level. I consulted it with a professional friend of mine, and she told me that 5 games is too much for professionals, that they are lazy, they are used to play 2 games maximum. And I tried to contact Baduk TV on Facebook despite that, but didn't get any answer, so I don't really know how to reach them. But don't go to Baduk TV, stay with us. The next game is gonna be for sure a thriller again. The only question remaining is if Stash is gonna finish the game with more time than he had at the start or not. I think if they play the co for a long time, it could happen. Hello Zechen, I was saying at the beginning of the stream that you are a big fan of Stash. So good to see you here. Yeah, this game he didn't sweat too much. So I know that Iyama was supposed to play against Park Young-hwan, which of course is a strong opponent. But so basically, since Iyama lost, in order for Japan to win, Ichiriki will have to win 3 in a row if I'm calculating correctly. That's a tall order.
Pass.
Yeah, I thought Yama should
Remove
be like tomorrow. Come on, so
White wins.
okay, so Stash won by 14. And half. So they have 5-minute break. I can switch to the secondary screen. Wait. Where is it? Here. So you can see how they played according to AI. So since this point, move 180, there was no mistake. It was like 14 and a half the all way long. Otherwise, so there were 2 blunders from black, apparently, I guess. But we wouldn't consider those blunders, I think. Also, for some reason, it used to be clickable, this. And I don't know why it's not anymore. Well, anyway, very good game for Stash. Let me update the score. And I will have to adjust the AI score in the next screen. And I see maybe it would be nicer like this. Maybe even a bit smaller. Since I'll be copy pasting it, I just want to make it nice, you know. Let's say. Does it look okay? Yep. Let me go to the second one. Delete the original paste and move. I'm struggling a little bit, but I think it's set. Yep. And the score, I wrote the score. I can tap myself on the shoulders, but I see I wrote it wrong. Alright, so maybe in the meantime, so people are not confused, let's put this back to the start. They have a small break, and I will also go take a small break. So wait. All right. Oh, I see my times are switching, but not the... I copy pasted. Oops, something wrong, but okay. It's all good now. Lukan is white. In the next game, but they are not playing yet. Yes, okay. But they will start any minute, I think. Okay, something that Lukan said surprised me, but you know what I kind of don't like in esport or in sport in general is like when they make an interview with you and they are like, so how far do you think you are gonna go in the tournament? Like everybody always kind of has to say, I am gonna win it, I am gonna go to the final, etc. Especially if you play a team game, because then it's destroying the spirit a little bit. But Lukan, in the interview last week, he said he's already satisfied being in top 4. Which surprised me, especially from him. So I hope he's not like, satisfied and won't try like hardcore. He wants to keep an underdog status. Maybe that's why he said it, yes. So let me refresh. Are they playing? Yes, they started. Oops, we are a bit late. Somehow it didn't refresh on its own. But we didn't miss much. Let me check if the stream is okay. Lukan is white. Times are there. Everything is there. Cool. And we see an old Joseki, and I know Ali Jabarin actually taught me, or taught us, that you shouldn't play it in this order, because then this double hane can be a good move, but if you push first, then you have this extension guaranteed. And what is this stash? So there is this rule of thumb, right? You should extend like n plus 2 from your wall, no? So if you have one stone, it's like 1, 2, and then you should extend. So I don't know how tall this wall is, but this feels very close. But at the same time, of course, very practical. Nothing will go wrong in this area. I'm not afraid to say. But yeah, I would actually play here, which is just one line difference, so I guess it doesn't matter at all. This is normal. Let's check what AI... Yeah, AI would actually play between. So Stanislav move was perfectly fine, of course. And the game develops. Can you show this Joseki? Yes, I can. Sorry. This is very famous Joseki that we used to play a long time ago. It's from this pincer, cut, then wedge, and you can play from top, but you can also play from below. White plays this counter Atari. It seems like, you didn't connect, but actually these two strengths are quite similar, and white gets a corner as benefit, so this used to be considered better for white. Not sure what AI thinks. I guess maybe it's about same. Then it continues like this, and this is the Joseki. This is a question from Lukan, and then he invades from Stash. And actually, I have the colors right in the stream, but I am confusing them myself. I'm very sorry. Lukan played this move, right? This is like not Stanislav. Yes. Sorry for that. And this pincer... I guess, why not? Somehow to me it feels a bit strange to play here. But why not? Yeah, white will just somehow try to make a base. Yeah, this is Joseki. Extend, push, jumpy. Oh, hane. So, okay. If black played hane, then I would have started a discussion about maybe Stash knows something and he prepared this. Because that hane is not commonly played. But yeah, this is like normal Joseki. And you could be tempted to play here to save those two stones, but actually, especially after black adding this move, these two stones are not so important. So yeah, playing something here is reasonable. And this, I guess, you can just tenuki or play here maybe even in this case, right? Because black is dying, so yeah, Lukan is not gonna play there. He's most likely gonna split. And it continues. Okay, you were saying AI usually likes the Joseki for white. I think you were talking about this one with the Ponuki. So it agrees with the old masters. And you see, this cut is so unimportant. And the important thing is to live with this group is that AI is like, yeah, let's screw this Aji, I don't care. Just play this Kosumi. It helps to live. But I think quite hard for a human to play here. I would for sure not do it. It's like not very big to do this one, but still you want to keep it for endgame. I guess. The predictions are gonna be closed soon. Maybe they already are, so I hope you bet your Gamba. And I see, wow, 38,000 on Stash and 13,000 for Lukan, so almost 3 times as much for Stanislav. Despite Lukan leading by 1 point till now, now it's just 0.1. I don't know how I feel about this exchange. If I were white, I would probably play here now. And I would feel a bit good about this. AI wants to attach. Wow, and Lukan plays the blue move. Yeah, there is a hope that you can over-concentrate black a little bit now. So I guess that's why it's now the timing to do this one. Okay, Kent Freaks coming up with some statistics. Thank you. I looked it up, and Shin Jinseo hasn't lost against a Japanese player since 2014. It's going to be a tough match for Japan, yeah, to get past him. I'm not sure how often he plays against Japanese players. Can't we say like Shin Jinseo hasn't defeated any Europeans any European players till now? Europeans are undefeated by Shin Jinseo, isn't it possible? Or has somebody played him? But yeah, I mean, Shin Jinseo is very difficult to defeat for anybody, so of course it's gonna be hardcore. Ilya lost to Shin. Ah yeah, you're right, I remember. I remember watching the game, there was this big fight on the left. I thought it was quite nice fight from Ilya at that time. Yeah, and game design 101 also never lost to Shin Jinseo. Of course, many of us still remain undefeated. Alright, so I like how black solved it. I like this variation, Hane from top and descent. It feels good, like shape-wise. I'm a bit afraid to play it, because after this attachment it looks like you can screw it up a little bit if you are not perfect. But Stash just invades the corner, Hane, hanging extension, and basically lives. So, yeah, it looks clean. So far, I would dare to say, nothing happened in this game. Also, if we check the time, they both have like more than 3 minutes left, so feeling very comfortable, I guess. We can make a huge club of people who never lost to Shin. Yes, let's do that. People never seen me and Shin in the same room together. I'm Batman, yes. Yeah, so should I turn on Baduk TV until some fight happens? But now I think this group is a little thin, and this group as well. And I think this guy will play a role in this game still. So maybe I wouldn't leave just yet. This is such a Yan Shimara peep. If you don't play it, you may miss it later. I guess white didn't want black to play this kind of peep, and then maybe you wouldn't get it. I am not sure if it was necessary, but of course, make the life simpler for you in this format, right? But now, like, where to play? I think black is quite happy with this, destroyed quite a lot. Also, as I was mentioning earlier, this move is now way less sexier, right? Since you see here. So I think he's quite happy. Oh, and my tea with honey is coming. Thank you. So what to do? G10 divide. Yeah. I mean, it makes sense, but I don't think there is much agi here. So it's just about the attack on this group, which is it's like the only black problem. But yeah, what else to do? Like, I mean, but this Hane, it's like, why are you punching yourself? No, a little bit. Don't you feel like it? Like, black has a lot of territory. He can play calm. But he chooses the place where white is the strongest on the board. Okay, maybe we can argue these places are also strong, but come on, there is a huge white wall. And you play Hane? Why? Why not jump? And I like it. Like, if it's not a misclick. But it kind of, I would just, okay, white Hanes forcefully, I would just split. And now suddenly, if I jump here, I see one target, two targets, right? And this move, oh. Boring game is becoming exciting thanks to this, yeah. Played it for the viewers. But somehow this, the combo that just happened looks like a huge minus for Stash. But why? Because of this peep? Because he lost center? Why was this bad? It looked like it solved the problem, no? Okay, if you peep, and then you peep here, like there is this kind of problem that it can be captured back. I think this is the bad agi that's there. So basically AI is saying, dude, first prepare the attack and if this happens, but still you will manage to somehow con, or will you not? I think it's kind of hard. But Lukan finds the exploit. And maybe now it's gonna be messy. But can you even cut? Like, I guess so, right? I was looking at this. It's not clear to me 100%. I would wait for this till I'm sure. Yeah, Stash has 3 minutes advantage. That's a lot. But I think playing in this area now feels natural before cutting. Because you will anyway end up in Gote here. Right? Yeah, somehow. Not sure how this works, but even if black just protects, unless you can kill this group, but can you? Hardly, no? So I would first prepare, personally. Okay, another stat from Kent3. If counted correctly, Shin Jinseo won the last 38 games against Japanese players. Okay, 38, wow. 3 games per year. Yeah, 38 games again. Yeah, it's some statistic. It's more than our games against Shin Jinseo, yeah. Okay, so how is this working? So I guess Lukan cut here specifically to counter this move, because now If cut, there is this Atari. But still, if you just, extend. You want to connect, but then... Okay, this is center. Right. I mean, black can squeeze first, but he will have to play here. And is okay. I guess it's okay, exchange. And suddenly, it's very good for... So at this point, what was this? He didn't have enough liberties, oh my god. He would have been captured. Oh no. They neither of them saw it, I think. And if you play like this, it doesn't help, right? Then here? What? Because this is too small. Okay, this is getting a bit out of hand, this sequence. But even if I block, I take, you cut. Okay, some like squeeze, but anyway it would have died. So quite lucky for Lukan there, and this was the moment Stanislav could have used his time, I think. Okay, so let me catch up. So yeah, just connected. And it says white is ahead, I guess because he gained some points here. And basically he managed to play here, it didn't backfire. There is still some good endgame. So I think that's why white got ahead. But still, personally, I would have played here first. I mean, it feels annoying, no, this move? Or is it not? Or he would just cut and... But then I sacrifice? I don't know. My feeling would have... says cut there. So in the interview after the game, we have to ask Stash about this Hane. It's, I think, super unusual move. Yeah, and Lukan has 25 seconds. But somehow, when I watch Lukan, I still don't feel like he's 100% in the game. We'll try to find game from last week. Doesn't he look more focused last week? Not sure. Also different camera angle. So black dared to connect here. So I think you have to protect, no? Whoa. Oh, this is bluff. Or gamble. So apparently white can play here, but it's very scary. Yeah, and Lukan isn't sure. So Stash manages to make this exchange. Okay, then comes back, then it will become peaceful again. So for a short while the universe vibrated and there could have been an epic fight. But I assume after this result, Lukan feels okay with the game, and he will not try to do something too crazy. Yeah, Stash immediately proving me wrong. Okay, so guys, now imagine this is your game and you play against somebody of your level. How confident are you win as white? I think the endgame looks unclear in this one. Cesare not at all, yeah. Me too, like, there are so many big points, like so hard to estimate which one is bigger. I can easily imagine making 3 slightly wrong decisions, like, 2-point mistake, 2-point mistake. You notice, like, you don't notice it, the opponent doesn't notice it, and somehow the lead disappears. At my level, confidence does not exist. Nice one, Haja-sama. And yeah, I think we can see in AI, right? The points are flying a little bit. Like white ahead by 7, 8, 10, 7, 8. Stash is Yose Beast, so not only I am not sure at my level, but I'm sure if I play against Stash, I'm smashed. Yeah, actually, Stanislav has very nice videos on YouTube about endgame. I think there are like 4 videos, and they are like 10-minute length. I really recommend you to watch them if you want to study endgame. It's very well explained. You will have to watch the video maybe 3 times in a row to understand it, because it goes quite fast. But they are really, really nice. I can try to find them for you during the break if you remind me. He's, for example, explaining that taking a ko, it's not like half point, but it's like the value is like 2/3, or how is it? Yeah, 2/3 of the point. And why it's key is that when the ko, it's not about 1 point, but it's when it's ko about like 30 points, the value of taking the ko is like 2/3. So it, when you multiply 30 by 2/3, it's something different than when you multiplied it by half. So it helps. So 1/3, yeah, maybe one. I don't. I have to watch the video again. Sorry. Anyway, he will explain that, and it can be key. But if you remember it wrong, it can be quite bad for you also. So what is going on? So basically, well, we can watch during the break. So yeah, just the Hane happened. Yeah, this invasion looks like quite vital point. And at the start of the game, I promised you that nothing will happen to white here, since he played this short extension. I am not so sure anymore. Thank God the code doesn't matter. But I think this multiplication is actually, yeah, like usually you don't need it, because you just have like few limited code threads. Anyway, so white kind of submitted to connect. So getting this endgame in center looks pretty nice for black. And the score also, like black is catching up. It's only 3 points now. Yeah, this looks huge. What else is big here? Some move around this area, maybe? This one, maybe? Yeah, this attachment, I didn't quite understand. It didn't feel so big. Unless it was a bait. If you extend, I see the cut works. Then it's a brilliant move. And on the other hand, even, yeah, then if you cannot extend, right? Then this is kind of big endgame, I agree. So blue move is the blue move is to attach here, which I promise you will not be found. But Stash still has 1 minute 30, so he can think here. Maybe he sees no other way, so that's why he's playing. But if we just extend, what is the... Like... It doesn't feel like there is something. It's like going kind of like head against the wall with no plan. He's going out of his camera focus. So we have to guess based on his ears. The color, maybe. Yeah, we can check the attachment later, I guess. Or I can show it in the AI. So what is this doing? So if you just connect here, yeah, you will not be able to cut, I guess. But there is too many variations. But okay, if you play here, it looks like vital. You can throw in. And if you would capture, it's disaster. You die. So you at least like get the compensation. And some squeeze. But still white gain. So it seems like it's maybe not working. Like maybe it's the best move, you know, but not exactly working. Yeah, and Stanislav's plays here. So if I would be playing, I would have just connected and he would cut me. And I guess I would play like this and I have an extra liberty. So I think that would work too. But this is quite similar. And yeah, white is winning this semi. So the one move I called suspicious is actually game decisive in this case because it baited black into the extension. Okay, I don't want to be talking too fast, but yeah, even here, no? Like 3 against 4. So it's no chance.
White wins.
And Stanislav resigns. Okay, so it will not be a 3-0 again. 1-1. Congratulations. And yeah, like Lukan was a little lucky here. Right? If you force this and then capture, it would have been probably game over. And here it was getting close. And if we check, not sure why the AI disappeared. Maybe I can review it. So around here, after this success, Black felt so optimistic that he extended, but if he played here, yeah, it would have been again like very close game. And that's right. Maybe White could have played here first, like exchange this and then maybe better, but not so much. Lukan looks finally focused. Yeah, so many of you bet on Stash. That's too bad. Alright, so let me reset the boards and reset the colors. Lukan will be black. When did they say they will start next time? 1925. Okay, in 5 minutes. Alright, I think I'm gonna go take a break and eat something because I'm quite hungry. So, oops, yep. Let's take a small break. Oh no. I have Nongshim noodles at home. I actually eat the double spicy version, they are quite good. But I will eat rohlík this time, the Czech classical bread. So maybe I can, while I eat, I could like study, right? So, let me switch.
This is the third part of this series of videos, and this time I want to talk about call. So is it possible to count a value of taking a call? Here we have an example, and how worthy is it to take black stone? Well, maybe it looks a bit confusing, but one could argue that it's not really useful. Anyway, we know that it is a so-called half-point call, and taking it is smaller for sure than playing a one-point move. And this is true, this taking call for sure will be smaller than any other move on the board, but it might happen during the endgame that we are playing a bigger call for more points, and then it is very useful to know how to count it. And in fact, many people have it wrong. For example, I was studying in a Go Academy in Beijing, and even some teachers had it wrong. Also, I talked with a few European professionals, and they all had it wrong. So they would usually say that
All
taking
professionals
a call
had
is
it wrong.
worth 1/3 of a point. This is incorrect, but how to think of this position? This position has 4 stages. The first stage would be when black connects. Then no one has any points. Okay, then there would be this stage, the second one, when the call is open, the third stage, when white took a call, and only then the fourth stage is clear. So in the fourth stage, white has 1 point, and what can we conclude from it? If on the fourth stage it is 1 point and on the first stage it is 0 points, then on the second stage it has to be 1/3 of a point, and on the third stage 2/3 of a point. We just divide it equally. So now we can answer a question: how big is it to take a call? So what is a value of a move? A value of a move is a difference in a local amount of points between situations where white played and where black played.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's difference between how white played or black played. So it's, if I play, it's this. It's if the other plays, it's this. So it's 2.5 points is to take the call. It's multiplied by 2.5, not 1/3. But they are starting, so we can continue. We can continue later. But you see, like Stash video is like really, really clean, the explanation. I really like it. Okay, Lukan is black, Stash is white. By the way, sorry for eating, I hope you guys don't mind too much. I will stop now, of course, just during breaks. And let me check the stream. Yeah, everything is good. All right. Europe should do more fun tournaments, like hot ones. Yeah, I see you saw my YouTube playlist, Krtek Filmová hvězda. Yeah, it's a quite nice one. I like also Krtek and Robot. My kid is watching that quite a lot. But anyway, so I can guarantee nothing will happen to black in this corner. It's so safe. I think it's possible. Like, so Lukan is black, right? Approached here. Entered Sansan, jumped, Kosumi, attachment. Yeah. And this is a fight. Wow. Alright, so this is complicated. So I think Lukan could have played soft here, but he went for the cut. I thought this move used to be some kind of Tesuji, but maybe... Yeah. So, like, the idea in this combination is that the corner was already black's, so you don't really mind if he keeps it, and you want to squeeze it somehow. I'm not sure about this pincer. I think usually how it kind of ends up, but not in this variation, maybe not with this jump. It's like black kind of gets to squeeze here, is my point, but somehow he didn't get to do that because white extended. So to me it feels like even just this should be fine for white. But also you see many variations with AI that dies in the corner and then pincers and try to play on the liberties. That's what Stash is trying to do. I guess that's also possible. But yeah, if black gets to invade here, which he might, then I'm not really sure if this move gains something. Lukas looks focused, yes. And Stash somehow moved the camera, so or maybe he's farther from the computer for now. Anyway, they have more time than at the start, despite playing this super complicated Joseki. So very, very well done by the players. And yeah, I mean, this looks kind of even. Of course, you could be thinking like, are those two stones really necessary there? But since yeah, black is all squeezed, I think it looks fine. AI says like white is ahead by 2. And he's just closing the territory. If I would have to guess, I would say this is like losing little points, but not much. Yeah, just 1 point, it's fine. Ah yeah, and see, AI wants to play here for white because I guess it's center. And it's just like difference of 2 points that you will never ever find later. You may not find later, right? If you play Tenuki now, I guess even if you throw in, it's gonna be like Seki, most likely. And it's possible that black gets this one, so, and the double centers are so important, or the taking the center of the opponent is so important. And Stash should be the endgame master, so let's see if he gets it. But anyway, this looks normal, I would say. White has a lot of solid cash. And black is developing this Moyo. They are playing so fast and it's not even the last game. really trying to save the time for the fight. And yeah, immediately Lukan stops. Like, this broke kind of the flow of the game, right? But this is so deep. Like, he's gonna peep, right? No, but okay, he's aiming at the peep. Yeah. So the thing is, even if white like escapes and black comes back later, like this for this can be a huge like a huge minus from endgame perspective. So I'm not sure if white couldn't have like started with this move, because then this feels so good, right? Maybe he was trying to give Lukan incentive to play this and be able to jump out, but even this I'm really not sure if it's so good for white. This is brutal no sphere invasion. In the lower right corner, isn't Ko still possible? Here? I don't think so. But still, the game, like, even though this move surprised us, like, the game is even. So it's not like it was a bad move, just a very complicated one. You like the invasion because AI would definitely live there. But yeah, but sometimes is living enough? Yeah, this is very nice move. Or at least it feels like shape. I would probably answer here. Because if you play like this, then maybe sometimes even this can be a problem. You know, aiming at the cut later. Maybe it's too much here. But even this. So yeah. Yeah, okay. Just Keima. Hane. And now time to exploit this Atari. Nazdar, Marťas. Okay, my son came, he wanted to watch Karteček. Oh no, he has to wait. Alright, so... Yeah, like, he did nothing, but he already, like, he did nothing to the invasion and still is gaining. Like, this shape can still be, you know, a little painfully massaged. You can most likely still make points here, and you gained this Kusumi, it's really big, this move. Also, he got tempted to play here. I think it makes... Sometimes you don't need to do much to gain from the invasion. Because, you know, if white didn't invade, then he would maybe reduce it from outside, like this. So the box would be actually, not only the box would be smaller with this endgame gone, but white would have had a wall here, which would, you know, white would have potential now. So it really, living is not always the thing, but this is crazy. They have so much time. Oh, but can't you block? What is he reading? Like this? But then you take... And okay, so Stash probably thinks... But... It doesn't work, no? Like there is leather. And Lukan... Yeah, like I think now... Is like... If you can play this one, you are good in the game. So if I were Lukan, I would spend like... Even a minute here. Of course, if you can read it faster... Good for you. So you can, yeah, still you can like connect, but it doesn't feel like this guy is related to those three, I don't think. So I think it kind of backfired. Like white could have just played this, simple, and it's soft. Of course, if this works, it's a masterpiece. Whew. Yes, Lukan is black, yes. uh, you don't think that Lukan is black because he made the Moyo? That's the reason. You think that Stash still cares about R19 Agi. But there is no really Agi if there is not the block, right? I can just leave. This is Sente. But even with this move... yeah, whatever. Like... Or? There is no Tesuji here, no? Or is there? I mean, you know, if I play like this, then you underconnect. So this is what white could aim for. But I can just probably... Or it works? I thought here, but it's actually the same problem. So there is some little... maybe not little Agi. But anyway... White chose to just connect. Black escapes, white plays here. Atari. And... Oh. Does white have Kotrets? Like this one? Is it actually big enough? Yeah, this one maybe. Mm-hmm. Okay, I see AI wants to Tenuki. I would really like to connect, because if you take and white cuts, he will manage here locally. And it may, even though you gain, perhaps, it kind of feels like you got him out of the hook, you know? Whereas if you manage to connect, then the ko gets much bigger for white. And of course you need to consider your Kotrets. So do we have Kotrets actually? And maybe not. So I guess that's why AI wants to play Tenuki. Ah, okay, but so you can submit as Lukan did, just connect. Right. And now the question is this. But okay, so I chose this variation. So can somebody strong tell me if this is alive, this works or not, this 7? Because if it works and black sees it, he can still like solve it differently, right? He can throw in and play here. Live? But it's so painful, no way this happens. AI wants R3 most though, because I... Okay, I'm not sure. Well, and now... So the thing is, this is still core, right? For connecting. But isn't it just captured? Like, you need to gain liberties, but... I think this is good combination by black. I think it really backfired for... Okay, so so today, you are saying to this, I play... yeah, thank you, Tanguy. Yeah, so if white plays here, you can just play this one, right? And then you can probably capture it faster than he can capture you. Yeah, right. Thank you. Okay, so Stash finds a flexible move, but it doesn't feel like it's gonna help. I'm not seeing much here. But maybe... So if I just try to do the easy variation like this... Maybe... But... Yeah... So... You can play here, apparently. Yeah, and Lukan plays it. Yeah, I was afraid of this move. But that's why I was first trying like the easy variation. You can even cut, no? Because this, Atari and block and it's captured, right?
Black wins.
Yeah, and Stash saw it. Lukan was looking shocked. Sorry. Okay, so let's... Okay, they will start in 4 minutes. So we can review this in the meantime. I should also, change the score. Yeah, the first game from Lukan was a bit lackluster, but now he's playing quite sharp. Okay, so the problem was here. So first of all, if we play this one, black Tanuki. Yeah, and it's okay, so it's gonna be Seki, whatever. Okay, let's not mind about that. So, okay, this looks okay-ish. So black should have played here immediately. To, yeah, just take the points, I guess. But it's still a bit hard to capture. Okay, so it's not like... So there was a real problem, but after this, white could have went the easy way out. Okay, and just play normal. And it would be even. Yeah, yeah, this move is like 10 points loss, or this combination. Yeah, and after... yeah, it simply doesn't work. Maybe you can... Yeah, black will always get out somehow. This move looks nice though. I think this one would make Lukan sweat a little bit. But this one he saw quite clearly. Yeah, Lukan sharp. Well played. So how was the voting for the previous one? Were people voting for... for Lukan or for Stash more? Okay, and since they have the break, maybe we can continue watching the Stash video.
So after white plays, he will have 2/3 of a point. But after black plays, white will have 0 points. It means that the value of this move is 2/3 of a point. But from this we can also see how that misconception appeared. They would usually just look that right now white has 1/3 of a point, and then they would see that after a move white has 2/3 of a point, so it means that the move is worth 1/3 of a point. But I already explained it, I hope pretty clearly in the first part, that this is a different approach to what a value of move is. Usually we don't say that it is an improvement of a current state, but it is a different... These 3 moves which are for 4 points. And then we would say that here white has 2 points, here white has 2 points, here white has 2 points, and here This is the second stage of a ko. The ko is open and white can take it. So here also white has 2 points, right? Because the ko is for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. Okay. And then how big is it to connect this ko for black? Well, if the total amount of points to get in this ko is 6, then it means that connecting is worth 2/3 of 6, which is 4. Exactly the same as taking these two stones or connecting them. So
yeah, so this is where the multiplication matters, right? But you can have even like bigger situations. Okay, they are not playing yet. I'm refreshing. They said they would start at 45. Okay, now they started. Alright, so everybody raise your hand in the air and send your energy to Stash. Because of course we want to have game 5. Okay, Stanislav is black. Is he black on the stream as well? No, you don't see it, sorry. Okay, now we have everything. And yes, it is correct. Stash was hugely favored. Now still I see 30,000 bet on Stanislav and 4,000 on Lukan. Alright, so this is a strange Fuseki. Alright, usually you have this one or this one, the mini, the high and low Chinese. This is maybe like high Tibet or something like this. But why not? Lukan, because there is more space, Lukan immediately jumps in. And yeah, invasion, play from top. I would just play here and wouldn't mind too much. But it's true that this could provocate white, because this guy is feeling a bit lonely, no? He would like to invade. But then you have two weak groups. If you just jump passively somehow, and black gets here, I mean, I guess this would be just fine for white also, right? I mean, depends on style. Wow. Really? Lukan doesn't want to give save points. And this is... So, white will manage to capture, but he will be squeezed. Oh no, not even... Yeah, what? Okay. The madness is happening. I assumed black was just gonna squeeze white like with double Hane and make a nice wall. And I think that's even what AI wanted. But Stash plays very forcefully. But these 3 stones are not so important, right? And if white manages well here, later, he can still invade, attach maybe. I would, okay, whoa, this move. I would just play this. I think that's what Lukan's gonna do. Like, you can also Tenuki, right? Because this is not captured. So he attaches right away. Why not? Push. Wow. It's funny that the first game they played was so passive when they had time. And now that they don't have time, they just enter this brutal fight. Lukan already 1 minute down. Stash so far gained 20 seconds from the start. Yeah, and the way to peep this kind of shape is usually here. So this is a bit painful, but I guess that's why AI wants to exchange something in the corner. Yeah, I also think just taking the outside would have been fine. Whoa, okay. So this is the game. Some masterful Tesuji. So, like, he couldn't play this one, I guess, because maybe it's a good sacrifice? So, I mean, anyway, this feels better, right, if it works. Now what? Can you extend? Okay, you don't. But somehow, I don't like this for white too much. Because these three, I think they were not so important. And now white kind of lost momentum in this fight, right? Like black is the first to move. But it's possible that if white didn't play anything, then black would have came back to solve the situation fast, and that would have been good for black. So that's why white decided to fight immediately. And the game is even, so... Yeah, but Ponuki... I mean, this Ponuki, if you... Somehow black gets this stone... Okay, but maybe this peep is annoying, so since you can't cap it, you have to play here, maybe... But still, it's like, you know, very defense position Ponuki, holding a shield and trying not to be hurt. I mean, it's... Sad Ponuki is... I wouldn't say sad, it's just... I wouldn't call it Ponuki, I guess. Appa. All Ponukis are beautiful. But somehow, despite white losing the center here, it seems that black didn't manage to get anything from the momentum. Like, this group got solved, this group is ahead. And now, if he could be able to play here, it would be good for black. But I assume this is a problem. So he plays the blue move, but then white can just jump. And yeah, and how about this? Is this something? It feels annoying, no? To be split here. Like, I think, yeah, AI wants to come back here quite fast. I don't know if it's a valid move, but this location really to me seems big. Okay, push once, then Hane, I think. Oh, black could have descended according to AI. This is very YOLO variation. But yeah, makes sense. Yeah, and white just solved everything. And it was on the side of the opponent. Doesn't really have much less territory on it. So I guess it's good for white. It worked out. This strongly looks like a Lukan sliding into the final. Oh no, this game is far from over. Yeah, double Hane, strong. I guess black is saying this is center for him. Like, white has to add a move. Otherwise, it would be too brutal to make this exchange. But even like this, I am not so sure. It's a bit painful to lose this stone. But what was the alternative? To play one of these two? And then your shape sucks, or you could have even gotten cut? Yeah, it feels like black is dodging, like trying to stabilize the position and wait for another chance. They both have about 1 minute. Can you L18 not till this is connected? Now, yeah, and so it was center. I think this is how they both anticipated it to play. Black is solving his other problem, but it's losing some points. But I think it feels nice to not have this problem anymore. And white is only ahead by 7.5. So this is definitely like not decided. But Lukan is playing calm. He also wants to solve this group. And then I think not to get into much of a fight. By the way, is there some agi in the corner here? I guess not, right? If you play this, then black can underconnect also. Just there? Oh, this one on the 5th line. I think I would just play here. Connecting and building seems very nice. But Lukan jumps and is still like threatening some kind of Miai in this way. Since black is so strong, you should respect it. Makes sense. And AI is showing some push here. Yeah, like this shape looks like it's making territory, but this is painful, right? I don't know if you can cut directly, I don't think so. But yeah, even this, and then it doesn't really have eyes, this whole group. So it can be a liability also for black still. S18, S18, this one. And maybe some endgame could be. Hane, connect. And yeah, now Stash has to show some skill in this fight. White shapes are very clean and black is very fragile and trying to hold on. But it's not easy, yeah, so Lukan plays defense, but still you kind of... What the hell is this? Okay, never mind that move. Still it feels like black kind of has to add a move and then you are still split. But you destroy a lot if you manage, but then this guy, it's hard. Like, it's hard for black. Is it for the first time that Stash will have less time than Lukan? Yeah, S5, it's like... I think if I see somebody play this move, I would like to be... like... his friend. Or more. so sexy, no, this move. I mean, if it works, maybe it's just some hallucination. But like, you know, this is good endgame, and if you play here, then I guess... like, to this you can... I mean, never mind, let's not spend time on something that will not be played. And Stash plays actively, but now, you know, Lukan collected the energy, so now he can punch. And this is what I was saying, that Stash has to solve this somehow skillfully, but it just looks like these guys are gonna fall. What the hell is this? Is my favorite move. So I think white can be thinking about this peep. Or whoa ho ho. This is interesting. This is much like this is more point than just extending. But is it worth the agi? And since and AI is happy, thinks it's too much. Really? Really? Just take? What is this move? No way. You had to play here? It looks almost as if I didn't have time to think about that one. And Stanislav does kind of the AI variation, but maybe a little softer. Oof, like... I'm surprised this is still so good for white. Because this sacrifice, to me, it looks like black solved this problem, also this little problem, and like white had more moves in the area, so he deserved to have something. I guess it's just not working out on territory. Okay, this is nothing, like there is this cut, so black will manage to connect. And here he's also all connected. And yeah, now, like what if white plays just a pass? Okay. White fights. I would also not feel confident I'm leading. And if I look at Lukan's visual expression, I don't think he's 100% sure he's ahead here. Now he's counting. You saw how he circled with his head? But he has more. Yeah, but I think also AI considers this group very weak, the black one, as I was showing some problems. So if white doesn't get to attack too much, yeah, now suddenly see, yeah, I think white's advantage kind of disappeared a bit here and was dependent on this attack. So now it's Stash's chance to come back. Oof. Okay, so this can be like time Suji, right? Okay. Apparently, it looks like maybe he didn't have to play there, but hard to solve the Tsumego. And black just underconnects. Wow. I mean, this cut was a problem. So at least now he solved like half of the group. The game is becoming closer. Yeah, and Stash managed to solve this attack very well because he gained some points here, fixed the shape, and got some endgame. It's getting close, but I think this peep is very hard to see. Oh, and this I didn't see. Is this a problem? But why is it a problem? I can just connect and leave, right? Can't I? Lukan immediately strikes it. Yeah, OGS is helping a lot. Like even, you know, yeah, for the commentator. Like if I didn't have AI, I think we would be like thinking black is ahead now. You mean for playing, not just for streaming, that it's like beeping and stuff. Well, yeah, Stash is going for living inside, but I guess since there is this disconnection, white can like harass the black group and get a little endgame around it. So that's why white is gaining here. What? So I think this AI should be quite strong, but what is this? Well, no clue. Yeah, I think here if white played like soft and black got to play here, it would immediately become almost even, this game, I would guess. But since white can spoil the shape, then it's still quite painful for black to live. But he managed. Okay, this feels like maybe not so big. Okay. And now I think white will get this Kosumi. Because if I look at the board, it's the move that really shines. Yes. And with that, white is safe. And because before it looked like AI was looking for some Aji. and ahead by 6. So now it's looking quite difficult for Stash. They are both operating with about 20 seconds. So now the Stash endgame has to come. Yeah, this was huge. Yeah, you play this Hane and hope it's Sente, but... And it is maybe Sente, white protects, wow. So only 5 points now. But come on guys, we are cheering... I mean, you cheer I guess for your favorite players, but I cheer for Stash because I really want game 5. Oh, is this Sente? It's not. Only 4 points now. Come on. So, like, Black will have to capture these stones at a point. So he loses 2 points by playing inside, but he got this, which is probably bigger, right? And somebody asked like long time ago if these players can blunders at this level, and I think we haven't really seen any blunder. And take a look at that. Stash was just casually taking a sip of his drink. Maybe he feels okay. 1.5 point. Come on, Stani. You can do it. But the go board is getting smaller and smaller. Yeah, I guess you just play here. Or is it same? Yeah, I think this is 1.5. What is this move doing? Because it doesn't disconnect. Is it to squeeze in center? But he doesn't squeeze in center. It's even. Oi oi. But he should have played the Kosumi. Because if you play Kosumi you can gain more points. Now you have to back down. Okay, but he challenges this Ko. Yeah, I was about to say that slowly this group is getting under. But no, there is no pressure, right? Or little. Half point. Doesn't happen very often that I cheer for Lukan's opponent. But come on. Yeah, Lukan is good in Yose, but he just lost 6 points, so... Yeah, this, I was about to say, this looks quite big. I don't know. I thought these two moves were equivalent. I hope you are not hearing what is happening next door. But it's... Is there a Ko? Is it possible there is going to be game deciding Ko? There is a Ko here. 0.2. Oh no, mistake by Stanislav. You know, he should have played the Drean-Guenaizia endgame. If you cut first and then Atari, then later you have this Kotret. But if you don't cut, there is no Kotret. So small mistake, but will it matter? AI is not sure who will win. Come on! What happened? Where did white lose the point? I didn't see any mistake. But somehow Stanislav looks bored, no? Oh, and I see we are almost reaching 200 viewers. 2 missing. Call your friend. Oh my god. Stanislav stopped smiling. That's when you know you're screwed. But still there is this ko, so it may still depend on the ko. No, white connects and black wins by half point. Oh my god. What a game. But you know, if you look at the position now, like how it all ended up, and consider how it was when black took this corner, white just managed to neutralize these points, but black actually like built around, right? Whereas white didn't build anything extra.
Pass. Remove the dead stones.
Oh my god. Let's look at the...
Black wins.
Lukan knew. What a game. So, silver scrapes, it's 2-2. So let me update the score. So what a treat. So just let me know if it's too loud. So when will they play the next game? 20 in 7 minutes. So we have the time to listen. It's too loud? Okay, sorry. We have the time to listen to the whole 4 minutes. Yeah, I know it should be loud. So they will... The last game is nigiri. So for those of you who don't know, this song is used in esport when it's like draw before the decisive game. Oof. So yeah, white was winning, yeah, but slowly. Yeah, what was the problem actually? Yeah, this one. Yeah, this one was big. That he managed to play Tenuki. If he blocked, it's 5 points. He wouldn't lose, I think. Of course, this would be Sante, but since anyway, yeah, it was quite small. But still, it was good for Lukan. And here, this looks like a... No, it's okay. Still okay. Ah yeah, this Atari loses liberties, right? Because now it has 3. But still, it's... But still, it's like 2 points at this point. And where did he lose the last point? I think it's just that AI wasn't sure, like, because it was so close. Yeah. Yeah, he didn't do anything wrong, it's just that AI didn't know, I guess. Or was it here? Could he have just played this? No. Stash moves to the beat. He's really getting pumped up, nice. Okay, and I can slowly prepare the go board, but I think we will not use it. But I prepared this for game 5. Board on fire. But I guess it can be even dangerous for some people, no? If it's blinking so much. I have it in both versions, like for black and for white. Oops, not this. Sorry. Oh yeah, and I didn't show, oh no, I forgot to show another thing I prepared. I wanted to use it. Wait, maybe I can still use it. Oh yeah, let's try. Yeah, this animation. So they are going at it. For the whole game, it's a bit much. Yeah, I think we will not keep the the fireboard. Maybe if I manage to slow down the animation, but I think I won't be able to. Alright, they are sitting down. Yeah, slow fire for the game and make it faster when it decides. Yeah. But I guess I can't do it today. Yeah, so let's try not to miss the start of the game, how about? Because they said they started 20. Yeah, the game is created. And let's start the review here. So Lukan is white. So that is correct. And let's enjoy this. Statistics of the chance of game 4 winner to win the match. Yeah, somebody check it out. Kent3 is the stat master. It's possible to do some very cool things with Katago, like put flames on stones that are close to dying. I didn't know that. Uh-huh. So it's the same Fuseki as before. Yeah, like so far Lukan was never defeated in this format. He won the last year tournament. And the game against Artem, the last one, he played very, very good. Okay, so far, kind of... Yeah, it is what it is. Okay, so you say that Lukan is too good in the final game, but people bet 77,000 on Stash and 24 on Lukan. So...
Game resumed.
Okay, I'm not sure why it says game resumed randomly for a second time. I'm sorry for that. Okay, and we have seen this Joseki again before, but now Black's wall is facing this strong group, so I wouldn't be personally satisfied. Not that it matters. But I guess it's okay. Yeah, I would push here for sure, not just take the stone. To ask, buddy, how are you gonna answer? I mean, of course, I expect this, but then I force this cut and take. I don't know. What is Stash thinking about? He's smiling. No, he wants to do something. What does he want to do? Come on. No, okay, good. He managed to persuade himself not to go into... But he looks like he's enjoying, despite... Like, it's 3 in the morning at Stash Place, I think. Okay, just builds a wall. The wall is reduced by this move, but I guess in this day and age we don't care anymore, because the shape is locally fine. I wouldn't feel good as Black at all, but it's evenish. Okay, Lukan just... Come on, really? This can't be the best move, but maybe it is, and just plays simple and waits. Yeah, we can like draw... Like if you would be cheering for Lukan, we can like draw a shield here, that it will hold the Sansan. This guy, we can give it a sword. But this guy has a gun, so... Okay, never mind. So, I don't understand. Is it Santa, this move? If you play... Yeah, but you will... If you answer, you just... But okay, I guess it's okay exchange. But I think Black was a bit playing with fire if he is not gonna end up in Santa. White is very light, but White has nothing to attack, which is always a small problem when you are just trying to take care of your group and don't really have a name on the board. But, whoa! Lukan combo. Yeah, Lukan is white and it's nigiri, as people say. Alright, so... Like, I think something is going to happen around this flexible shape at a point. And that's what is gonna decide the game. If we are unlucky, then nothing will happen here, but that also means nothing will happen overall in the game. This extension feels big, but this one was much bigger according to AI. Personally, I would have played there too, so... Yeah, and Stash is going for some kind of attack, but this jump looks clean. Can you find... Like, you obviously you can... Oh, he played it. And just cut, and yeah. Okay, white has to play here. No way he would have done that. So he just... Okay, so he just sacrifice and will attack these stones. So locally, black gained a lot. So now it's white's turn to show the power, I think. At the same time, it may not be so difficult to show the power here. It more like depends how much do you need. If you need to block like far or if you can capture it closely. Yeah, and now, okay, AI would play here or here. I would play something like this, but I guess maybe it's not enough. Yeah, like whenever you don't know, just play shape. That's what Lukan is doing. But Stash is not gonna sacrifice. Yeah, and obviously, I think if this dies, it feels like it's bigger than this, right? Oh my god, just play here and chill. White gained enough by the attack. Hard to play. Yeah, but Lukan is doing something similar. Yeah, I also think it's gonna be very close. And he just chills. Oh, I would have really liked to capture those stones, but great combo by Stanislav. I guess now the question is if throughout this attack white manages to get into the moyo somehow, he also gets some kind of compensation. Yeah, I would definitely... Okay, and we are entering endgame. Last time Lukan was ahead by 6 and lost by half. Now he's ahead by 5. Yeah, f4 is huge, yeah, I agree. Yeah, he wants to play there for a while and Lukan gets it. It's like white ahead just by 2 now. It seemed something he did was a mistake. Yeah, this Atari somehow... Like this Atari here lost points, not sure why. And black is trying to get the maximum, but he has some problems, like... Yeah, if he just played here... Yeah, this could be a problem, so... He cuts and... White enters deeper, and if you extend, then what? Do you go like this? I guess? No, you play the Geta, really? So AI wanted to play here, but I thought... But maybe you just don't care, because you just 2 stones, and you massage here? Or you, like, make it smaller? That was not the massage, yeah. I would have been satisfied as white, but it got closer. K6 when? Yeah, it's pretty big. I guess I would descend here. But I think K6 is small till it's not blocked in this area. Because if you take and then white gets like this center something, maybe... Oh, yeah, he descended. Hane Atari, okay, he doesn't agree with me. He plays it immediately. I'm trying to look if there is still some agi in the shape somehow, but not much. And now this S18 is getting bigger, right? Okay, so this is just squeeze and center. And yeah, I guess I would push rather than block because I don't really know the move to play here. Do you play this and just sacrifice the 2 stones? He missed L18. You mean black didn't get to push. And he had time? Let's check in the smaller... Yeah, like now he could have played the Hane. Or whenever. I see, I wasn't watching. Yeah, then it's like extra 2 points for white. And that's why suddenly it's 4 and not 2. Stanislav was smiling at the start, but isn't anymore. But still has about a minute. Like, you know, I'm always thinking for the next year that maybe we should make the times a bit slower. But these guys, they kind of prove the contrary. Maybe we could accelerate it. Because Stash wasn't in time pressure like ever in this game. In this match. We breached the 200 viewers. I hope that for the finals there will be like 300 people. So we need to teach Go to at least 100 people. Because there are not so many of us. But we'll see. So... what about this area, I wonder? Yeah, but then black can counter. He will counter. No! What? But it was a mistake to block. I would have also immediately blocked. But it's not center. So it's just like a point or something. Because white was alive here. Right? This probably wasn't working, what you see in the AI. So... because he can live with this. And suddenly... it's a half-point game. Whoever plays here wins. Okay, this is... yeah, now black can push. And he has the time to think, but didn't figure it out. And white protects and it's half-point. Oi, oi. Like, if Stanislav is going to win the last 2 games by half... it's something. Yeah. So, I mean, at this point, everybody is just glued to the AI estimator. Yeah, but this... but Lukan didn't have time. He was under time pressure and this was like a reverse Sentai move plus solving the group, so... oh, but some 2-point mistake happened. Oh, no. So he cannot connect, he has to take. And then it lost a point. Yeah. Yeah, AI also doesn't know. Oh my god, but this was big, no? This push. How many points was it? Oh la la. I think he couldn't connect because we would just play here, no? And like, if you just try to capture, you cannot approach from neither side. So maybe there can be some ko or something like that, I think. But now it's over. No, oh, okay, last ko. Is this ko... No, there are two kos. Right? So Lukan will win by half. What about their faces? I mean, this match couldn't have been closer. Okay, but Stanislav cuts. And White cannot add a move here. It's Japanese rules. And he just connects. He's confident there is nothing. There should be nothing, no? Lukan has 8, 7. Neutral. Oh my god. What a match. But Tanguy, aren't you writing like every stream that you lost all your points? Okay, but Stanislav is trying. Like, okay, there is this peep here, right? At C3. But it's actually not peeping anything. Everything is alive. I mean... There is no way, no? But he's trying. The game is not over. I won 70k, nice. And just pull back, right? Yeah. It looks like this works. Okay, Lukan's turn to try something. And then cut and... but it's... I like it how they are trying. I appreciate this.
Pass.
Okay, but White could lose if it was not
Remove the
center,
dead
right?
stones.
So... Look
White
at...
wins.
Oh my god. Oof. What a series. So let me update the score. Congratulations to Lukan. Stash, very sad to see him go. And I will try to connect to the voice chat. Hello guys, are you up for talking about what happened?
Hello. Yeah.
Hello.
Do you guys in the viewers, can you confirm you hear the guys just fine? Please? Yeah, hear them both. Okay, great. So, what a finish. 2 half-point games. I'm not sure if this will ever happen again.
Yeah. But, well, to be honest, probably I should have finished the match one game before, right? The
Yeah.
last game before was very good, but didn't manage to keep the lead somehow. Yeah, I mean, actually, during the last game, I was like, I'm gonna pass away. Like, my head was about to explode in the end game, to be honest. So, yeah.
And what about you, Stash? How are you feeling? Weren't you too tired at the end? You looked pumped up before the last game, so...
I mean, it's all right. I mean, for sure I'm tired, but I think I can play. Only the third game. I mean, also the game, I felt like I made a few mistakes, after which I immediately saw that I played bad, and this is like an indicator to me that something is not right. And in the third game, like obvious mistakes. But then later, well, yeah, I mean,
I mean, honestly,
yeah.
Honestly, I'm still impressed. How can you play like this at 3 a.m.? I mean, I
Yeah.
would never be able to play like that at 3 a.m. Like, no way. I mean, I would be dying.
Yeah.
Like how many cups of tea you had to drink? Like, it must have been a strong tea and a lot of them, right? As far as I know you.
Maybe should be stronger. Yeah. But in the third game, there is this moment when I decide to run out with my leather and I collapse completely. And later I look at the graph which appears immediately after the game, and I see that actually I don't need to do it because the game is even, and I felt bad. And then I thought, okay, in the next games I should not just think that I am bad. I should just keep grinding slowly. And
I mean, in these games, like even 10 points lead doesn't matter, right? Like even in end game, like, yeah, I mean, we don't need to panic early, I think. Yeah, but, well, actually, it was probably the first time ever in Factorio tournament when I had less time than the opponent, I think.
Yeah, Stash was always leading by on time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This was
I am always like this. I am a bit afraid of my internet. I am not sure if it will be always fine, so I want to be on the same.
It almost feels like another handicap you put on yourself. Play even faster.
But it's so convenient to play when you have more time than the opponent. It's a great feeling. Yeah, and actually, in the game it was even all the time. It was maximum like 5 points lead at some moments.
This was a good quality game somehow, like given the fact how crazy the time settings are, I think. Yeah. But it also felt like that no one of us wants to go too far over the line, right? Because it can be a collapse immediately, right? So nobody went too far anywhere.
Quite calm.
But in the last game, I think Stash really managed to handle his bottom group very well, no? How you capture the stones on the right side, and then you somehow had to live on the lower side stones.
Yeah, I was so afraid that Lukas just destroys me there, but maybe I have enough space. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, first of all, I'm not a good attacker. That's first thing. And second thing is that I had a very big time pressure at that moment. So that's why I didn't probably attack properly. I mean, I could have done better probably, but yeah, who knows?
And you felt okay about just letting him live? Because from my perspective, Stanislav just got the whole right side. I would have wanted to get, something a bit more than endgames around it.
I mean, the thing is that first when he cut my stone, like all of my stones on the right side, I was like, okay, isn't it too big? And then I briefly counted because at that moment I had still like 20 seconds, and I briefly counted the score. I was like, okay, it's still close. Let's just keep playing. I mean, yeah, and stay patient and let's see what happens. So probably, yeah, it seems like I have never been behind in this game. I mean, at least not clearly. Like I see in the graph there are some half pointers behind or something, but it seems like otherwise I was mostly slightly ahead, it seems like. So it was not fortunately for me, the right side wasn't big enough. Yeah.
I wanted to ask Stanislav specifically about one move. I'm not sure if you are watching the stream or not, if you see...
No.
So maybe if you like...
Actually, for me to watch the stream because or maybe I could try.
Okay.
So...
I can maybe share my screen. Wait, if it allows me, I will share my screen on Discord. Maybe you can see now, right? Okay,
Yeah,
I'm streaming so many
right
things.
Now,
yeah, do you see? But you have Discord on the phone, right?
I see your screen, right? Yeah, but
okay,
I see your screen.
I see.
Yes, so in the second game, the move that surprised me the most, but maybe you will tell me it's just a normal move, but was... Okay, let me disable AI. This Hane.
It's so stupid. Oh god. It is.
I played this Hane against Jonas on pro qualification last year. So to me, it was actually not stupid. To me, it was actually good.
All right. I just felt that I am destroying White's potential in the center. If I just jump, then okay, but White still has a lot of potential. And now White cuts and White gets bottom, which I thought is not worth much. But immediately after, I regretted because actually I am creating a weak group.
Yes.
It's not easy to manage this weak group.
Okay, I get it. Okay.
Yeah, because I also have that weak group on the top a little bit.
Yes.
So and also the bottom is not small because Lukas has G2. He can attach and hit a lot of points there. So
But I thought just jump, no, would be like.
yeah, I think jump is correct. Or maybe I should answer on the right side, but I felt it's boring.
Yeah. I don't know what actually we can check what AI thinks about the. Oh no, it.
I don't think it will be a big minus.
Yeah.
I don't really think it will be a big minus.
And it looks like we will not somehow get to see it. Somehow it doesn't work anymore. Because I disabled it. So now you are ahead by 3 if you jump only by 1. And after Hane still by 1. So it looks like it's same. The jump and the Hane. But this looks so crazy to me. Like, yeah.
I mean,
I actually understood.
This move, the thought behind this is that I am trying to take more than I like. It looks like I am trying to get more than I deserve. That I'm trying to push against strong stars, get strength on the outside. So it looks strange, but then I don't know. I don't know if I played such a move before, but it is about the direction. It is just the correct direction, but wrong shape, but correct direction.
Yeah, the direction is what matters here. I get it. Yeah.
And later, Tanguy in the chat is asking me to show you a Tesuji you had, but actually I am not sure if I fully understand the Tesuji myself. But at a point, Lukan played this move, which I thought maybe is not the biggest move, but it actually baited you into.
It's protecting the 2 stones.
Yeah, this.
Yeah,
No?
it's saving the 2 stones, right.
So, okay.
It's breaking the ladder.
It's breaking the ladder. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys are.
Play a cross.
And after you extend here, so I think if you just play normal, it's like a half-point game. But this fight happened.
Probably.
And after, like now, AI saw, I think, that it doesn't see it anymore. It wanted to play this attachment somehow. But
yeah, I didn't think.
Yeah, it was before Atari. Right, it was now. Now immediately.
Go for an exchange.
Like good luck in finding it.
And if you make this exchange, then I guess immediately.
Yeah, then it's
It's
good,
good.
probably.
Yeah, then you would. Yeah.
Yes. And in the, I think, I guess it doesn't really matter, the AI Tesuji. There were some moments where AI saw some crazy move again, but yeah, overall the
Earlier in this game, I missed a very elementary Tesuji, like the one on the top.
And by
I can just capture.
Yeah, you could have just captured. Yes, Lukan, did you realize after here?
I don't need to.
Wait, what? Really?
Because of liberties.
Oh, I also forgot about it. Oh boy. I thought I am having 3 liberties, and if I take liberty, you have 2. Okay. So actually, even when we are like at the top European level, like still Goten can easily teach us how to count to 3, right? Wow. Oh shit.
Okay.
Good.
So I think we can end here with the stream and the interview. Thank you a lot, guys. Maybe just some final words for you, Stash. You are finishing in the tournament. We are sorry to see you go. Very good performances. Do you want to share something?
Is there third place match?
Yeah, I'm stupid. So we are not saying goodbye to Stanislav. We will see him in the match for the third place, which should be played in 2 weeks if the players have time, right? Okay, so in that case, who would you rather face? I think it's between Mateusz and Andrii.
I don't know. I think they are both the European top, and I don't know. With both of them, I can play. With both of them, I also can lose. Difficult to say.
All right, then good luck in that match. I think Valerie will be streaming that one, so it will be like something new for our viewers. And you, Lukas, so congratulations on reaching the final. Very nice performance, and thank you for making the game so dramatic. The half point. What about you? How do you feel? Who would you like to face in the finals?
Honestly, I don't care because I feel like, I mean, sure, I won this tournament last year, but this year the competition is much harder, and I feel like already reaching the final is super cool. Honestly, I didn't expect it that much. So, yeah, honestly, I don't mind. I mean, I don't really mind who to play. I mean, if we would go by numbers, I mean, I played so many games against Mateusz, like in the previous year, and with very even score, I think. I think I played only one against Andrii, and I lost, if I remember correctly. In general, I have a very bad record against Andrii, so somehow Andrii is a very tough opponent for me. And against Mateusz, I'm doing a bit better, but still, I mean, same strength. I don't think I would have a preference. Yeah, it's just similar tough level, I would say.
All right, so then thank you very much for participating, and see you in the next rounds.
Thank you for the match. I really enjoyed it. Thanks for the stream, Scourge. Good night, Stash. Bye-bye.
Bye. Goodbye, everybody.